Phrase maker. That was one of his nicknames, the phrase maker. He was called, there was two nicknames that he was called the most. The phrase maker, because he had no need of speechwriters because of his way with words. That's why he was called the phrase maker. He didn't need somebody to write his speeches for him. He could do it himself. He was also called the schoolmaster of politics. That was another nickname that Woodrow Wilson had. And that was his most popular nickname, would be the schoolmaster of politics, because he'd lecture all of his visitors who would come to see him. He was born December 28, 1856. His parents were Joseph and Jessie Wilson. They had 4 children. He was the third of the 4 children that they had. He was 5 feet 11 inches, and he was a slender man, unlike President Taft before him. He was married twice. His first wife, Ellen Axon, of 1885 to 1914, died right when he got turned into the 28th president. They had 3 daughters together, Margaret, Jessie, and Eleanor. Moving over to the leader of the progressive movement. He was one of the leaders during this progressive era. He was, before he became president, he was the 13th president of Princeton University. He received a degree from Princeton University. 1902 to 1910, he was a president at Princeton University. After being the president of Princeton University, he became the governor, the 34th governor of New Jersey, for 2 years, 1911 to 1913. We're going to get there. During the presidential race, he defeated the Republican Taft, the Bull Moose progressive Teddy Roosevelt, to win the 1912 presidential election. He was a Democrat. One of the reasons that he won that 1912 race was because the Republicans split into 2 parties. Taft had the Republicans, and Teddy Roosevelt took some of those Republicans, and they called themselves the Bull Moose Progressive. So they split the Republicans into 2 parties because of the feud that Taft and Roosevelt had with each other. So Teddy Roosevelt thought he was going to run for a 3rd term, and actually beat Taft, falling the 2nd behind Roosevelt. I'm sorry, behind Wilson. Woodrow Wilson's salary was $75,000. 25 more thousand than what President Taft got. Remember, he had $50,000. That was his salary as 27th president. His religion, he was a Presbyterian. His father was a Presbyterian. Early in life, President Wilson could not read. It took him to 10 years of age before he learned to read. I think one of the
against women's suffrage. I do not signature real quick to end women's suffrage.
Like for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, really. For the best part, but just we want to eliminate any remaining dread of women's suffrage.
There isn't one though.
Okay. Yeah, so just sign it. That's all. It's nothing big. Just signing a petition to end women's suffrage. To eliminate women's suffrage. You're voicing your support to end women's suffrage.
You're right to vote.
Thank you. Just here. Just sign this right here. Here, take his pencil. Just sign. Just sign a petition anywhere. Just putting a stop to women's suffrage any way we can. So yeah. Thank you so much. You're a true American. Real quick. Thank you. Just another one to end women's suffrage. Right there at the bottom. That's good. That's great. Thank you so much. The suffrage? Yeah, right here. Just anywhere at the bottom, just submit your vote to end women's suffrage.
Tolls for the ships to go through. Well, what Woodrow Wilson did was he removed the toll act. They didn't have to pay the toll when they went through the Panama Canal. The repeal of this act pleased England, who was angry at paying tolls the U.S. ships were exempt from. And we talked about this as the dollar diplomacy. What is diplomacy? What does diplomacy mean?
It means to settle differences in a calm manner.
Who is it conducted by? Who conducts the diplomacy? Question. Yeah. It'd be our government. So we got government officials that are conducting this. What are they conducting? Who are they negotiating with? Go ahead.
We're conducting foreign affairs with all third countries.
With other nations. Thank you. Good. So that's what diplomacy is. Any questions? Ready for the next slide? Excellent.
Mr. Beckman,
Yes. Candy Brown.
you can throw it at them when they answer questions.
Good job.
Who else answered? Somebody else.
Wilson on World War I. I am not going in all the details of World War I. All I'm going to explain to you is how it started, what caused it, how we got involved in it, and what President Wilson did during the World War. That's all I'm covering. That is days, weeks on its own. It's another lesson in World War I. Now, Woodrow Wilson won what? In 1919, Friday, we finished up the PowerPoint on Woodrow Wilson. Wednesday of last week, you guys did the wrap-up strategy on President Roosevelt and President Taft. You guys broke up into groups. I put you in 6 groups, and you came up with questions on your own, followed by answers for each president. Remember, you had to make those high-level thinking questions. You came up with 10 for each president. Today, another form of the wrap-up strategy, I've got 3 presidents posted along the classroom. You've got Woodrow Wilson over here on the chalkboard, Teddy Roosevelt behind us on the board behind Jordan, and William Taft on this wall over here.
Taft and Roosevelt kind of look alike a little bit.
Now, the objective for this assignment, everyone in this class will be one group. You will have to work together. We're going to give you facts that are posted on the door. You can do all these facts together as one group. You can break up into groups of your own. Delegate who has one fact. You're going to take that fact and you're going to put it to what president it goes to. Somebody be a leader of the group. Okay? Wait, before you start problem solving right yet. Before you start problem solving, once again, you've got the facts. You've got the 3 presidents. I want you to post the facts on the president. When you're done, Mr. Triangle and myself will go over the facts, and we will tell you if it is with the right president. Any questions?
Prize.
You don't have to worry about the prize yet. Don't have to worry about the prize yet. Mr. Trago,
There always has to be a prize.
did I leave anything out?
I don't think
Oh, he said
so.
there was a prize. Okay.
Oh, the only other thing, when we go to review, be prepared to tell me how, and Mr. Beckman, how there are going to be some of these cards that apply to all three presidents. Pick the one that it applies to the most, and be prepared to tell us how they're all similar.
This is not time. Don't try and run somebody over. Work together. Trust your classmates that they will make the right choice. And did you film all the presidents?
I like how you guys are discussing this as a big group. That's awesome. No, I'm serious. We're very like divvied up responsibilities, but see how you guys are all discussing together. It's like one big family. They said. Are you guys the pastors?
I tell everybody else. And C. That's inappropriate for school.
In an old group opinion, Jordan.
Jake, who is it? Jake, who is it? Wait, no, wait. Wait, no, whoa. James. Go with James.
Hey, Jordan, can I see a fact? Andy, can I see a fact, please? This is your guy. Thank you. Give me another one. Let's get everybody involved here. There you go, Jada.
Are they having trouble trusting?
You and Holly have that. There we go. I'll delegate for you. All the facts are on the presidents. You feel comfortable with your decision as a class? Yes? Let's go through each fact one by one. Number one was a Democrat. Let's see if you put each fact with the rightful president. Democrat, you have Woodrow Wilson. That is correct. One for one, yes. Number two. Tape's not sticking. Republican. Let's see if you have William Taft. You do. Number two. Who? Why does that not go for Roosevelt?
He considered himself a different.
Oh yeah, he was
He was a Republican under his two terms, and then when Taft became president, he went to the Bull Moose Progressive Party, correct. So number three, Progressive Party Bull Moose was PR. Yeah. Thank you. 3 for 3. Fact number 4, class. Sponsor the new freedom. Woodrow Wilson, you are right.
Oh my God. Has anybody gone?
4 for 4. I wasn't here fourth period, so I couldn't tell you. You have to ask Mr. Durango.